Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bulldogs offense takes the field. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pocket starts to collapse. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. They get him down after he makes the catch. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Morris. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the ball is picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. They'll try the left side. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Boston College managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll savor this one in Chestnut Hill for some time, no matter the final score. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new Top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Dances away from the D. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphries. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Off play action. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Nah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. On the return, it's Tuggle. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. What a snag by the defense. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling, looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off play action on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Bell. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he's set up his offense down in the red zone.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Working on the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He's looking to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Coming after it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
Third and goal from way back there. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get rid of it. And they fail to hook up on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On target to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. New Mexico looked less like a pack of Lobos and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough at Albuquerque, and today they found a way outside of University Stadium. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's back to throw on second down. He'll pull it down and run. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. They'll give it to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. Trying play action. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking to pass on second down. Get it out on the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Etienne. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He caught it, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking for space, it's Morris. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Snags a quick pass on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Give to the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. They'll go to the ground. Nice move to stay on his feet. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. The Dogs have it with a first and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. It'll be a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Etienne. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Working that left side now. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Evans. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They're bringing heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Keeps looking downfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Caught. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Got his man quickly. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quickly out to the tight end. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
In punt formation to kick it away.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters from there in Pasadena today. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He'll do it himself. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Now on second down. The give from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The Bulldogs get it past the sticks. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And they got him for the sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
First down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. They go to the draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Trying to get to him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Now on the option. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got
the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The quick out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They'll go to the counter.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Might as well give it to him again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. On the move, it's Tuggle. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Caught behind the line. It's Etienne. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Dogs are on the move. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the ground with the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's dealt. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Splits the uprights. It's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the offense onto the field again. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. He'll bring it back. It's Tuggle. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Turns it on in midfield. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Handoff from the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Huge play here late. This crowd is coming to help the defense. He'll keep it himself. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab outside. It's Evans. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. He's looking to throw. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They go into the creative space, giving it to the wide receiver. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll go to the counter play. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to run it. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly. And here comes the punt team. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the back. Got room at the 35. He's loose on the right. The 30. 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Caught on the outside, it's Delp. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it, open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Delp. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They keep pushing forward, down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Into the end zone. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there, they're still battling, and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. Showing the arm straight down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to get him down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, any way against just about any opponent. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch and gets the score. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a...
They get enough rush, and it finishes off the sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Baxter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Going up top on 1st down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Complete to the left. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Snapped it in the shotgun. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? You want to go for it? It's your decision.
So you think this is automatic? They need this one badly. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the 2nd overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. He'll start this drive firing. Going to try to get it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Off the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Wide out in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it behind the line. It's Bell. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's 1st and goal. With the run on 1st and goal. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball 2nd and OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.